Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Also, happy Valentine's Day weekend to you, as well as happy Super Bowl weekend. During Black History Month, I would like to celebrate one of the gems of our history, and that is the Black National Anthem, Lift Every Voice and Sing. It is a song that typically I only hear during the month of February, and even over the last couple of years that my church has not been congregating together, we've not joined in song to sing this famous hymn. I miss it dearly because it is one of my favorite songs. I love the harmonies of the song and also the lyrics. And so I wanted to spend a few moments just talking about the song before I offer a rendition to you. The song begins by encouraging all of us to lift every voice and sing until earth and heaven ring with the harmonies of liberty. However, we often know that it can be difficult for us to lift our individual voices to join the collective when things are challenging in our lives. I want us to think about how powerful we can be when we work together as a collective. And yet, those challenges, those tragedies in our lives can often weaken our ability to contribute to the overall effort of our people. And so, I want us to think about anything that is occurring in our lives, be it internal or external, that may serve as a barrier to our singing, joining our voices in song, and achieving liberty. It's not hard for us to get off track when it comes to the progress that is needed for us individually and collectively. But it's important for us to take a pause and to say, what is happening right now? What am I going to do about what is happening right now? Because our response is so much more important than even the things that happen to us. So when we're facing the challenges of this life, then it's hard to sing a song full of faith and full of hope. And yet we have spiritual power to be able to do so. We have the support of our social networks, our friends, our colleagues, and we have the ability to take the moments that we need for self-care when things are off track to get us back on track again. So we'll be talking in future sessions all about self-care of the mind, the body, the soul, and the spirit. But think about something perhaps in each of those realms that can capture your attention today. So for example, regardless of what you may be going through, self-care of the mind means that you understand the importance of maximizing your positive thoughts and minimizing your negative thoughts. So I'm not talking about being in denial of the things that occur in your life, but deciding which way you're going to look upon those issues that occur. So for example, if you find yourself thinking over and over again about a negative outcome that you feel may be looming, then you want to stop and ask yourself, is this in fact what is going on? What is it that I can do to reverse the situation or even slow down the situation? How can I behave differently to prevent this situation from worsening? So we understand that positive thoughts are important to lift up, not only based on psychological theory, but also from scripture. We find encouragement in Philippians chapter 4 and verse 8, where it tells us that we should be thinking about things that are good and noble and right and pure and admirable, things that are excellent and praiseworthy. We're instructed to think on those things. And it doesn't mean that we are in denial of the things that are opposite of those areas. It's just that we choose to place the most focus on those things that God encourages us to think on. So that would be one instance of self-care of the mind. Another example of self-care of the spirit would be looking at your situation realistically and submitting it to prayer, knowing that our God is a God who is able to open up our understanding, change our behavior, and sometimes intervene in supernatural ways that allow us to find relief or progress. If you think about self-care of the body, then you can think about many areas of progress. Self-care of the body might include taking a walk, for example. That's one of my favorite things to do. A good day to reconnect with nature, perhaps to connect with some of your neighbors who may also be out on the trails, in the parks, or wherever you may go. But it's a good time just to take a moment away from the stressors of life so that we can find our voice once again. And finally, self-care of the soul would have us to look at what are our resources, what are the supports, the relationships that surround us that perhaps can help us during a time of challenge when we cannot lift our voices. Perhaps we can find a way to connect first with ourselves. Often we have feelings that are important to express, and it may not be good timing to express them to another person, but we always have the opportunity to use our journals in order to express our feelings. Examining our souls also means looking at those places of social support, places where we can breathe more easily, we can share the concerns of our hearts, we can experience affection or appreciation from those who love us. And so today is a great day to be able to lift your voice if you can. However, if you cannot lift your voice this day, you're not alone. And I've given you some ideas about how self-care can be replenishing for your mind, body, soul, and spirit. I'd also like to remind you that as you visit my website, drtanyaarmstrong.com, you will find that there's an opportunity for you to receive a free gift. It's called 111 Blossoming Hope Tools, and it's just lots of little suggestions of things that you can do, perhaps when you're bored or you're not exactly sure how to engage in self-care next. And even though social support is important, you'll find that most of the tools don't require another person to engage in that tool. Also, most of them are at low or no cost, and so almost anyone can find a few things on the list in which to engage. So I encourage you to go and get your 111 Blossoming Hope tools. And as you listen to this song, I want you to think about ways that you've not been able to lift your voice, but with hope, with faith, and with love, you will be able to once again lift your voice and sing.
Hello, I'm Dr. Tanya Armstrong, and I would like to share with you my rendition of the Black National Anthem, Lift Every Voice and Sing. It was written by James Weldon Johnson and composed by his brother, John Rosamond Johnson. I hope you'll enjoy. Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring. Ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicings rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising Stony the road we trod, bitter the chastening rod, felt in the days when hope unborn had died, yet with a steady beat have not our weary feet come to the place for which our Father sighed. We have come over a way that with tears has been watered. We have come treading our path through the blood of the slaughtered. Out from the gloomy past, till now we stand at last, where the white gleam of our bright star is cast. God of our weary years, God of our silent tears, thou who hast brought us thus far on the way, thou who hast by thy might led us into the light, keep us forever in the path we pray. Lest our feet stray from the places, our God, where we met thee. Lest our hearts, drunk with the wine of the world, we forget thee. Shadowed beneath thy hand, may we forever stand true to our God, true to our native land.
Thank you so much for visiting today. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you like it, please indicate so below. And also feel free to subscribe and to share this with others that may also benefit from this content. Thanks again and enjoy a lovely weekend. Peace, hope, and love. God bless.